Hey guys, I'm here to get into Amélie, which was directed by Jean-Pierre Jeunet, released in the year 2001. This is just beautiful filmmaking from start to finish, and it just feels like a very joyful sense of filmmaking that I really just enjoy more with age. Honestly, like it's kind of just a down-to-earth sort of comedic perspective, which displays the light shades of melancholy. Ultimately, it's a very uplifting, happy kind of movie, a film all throughout, but kind of like a strange sort of romantic comedy kind of looming around all of it. But it ultimately leaves a distinctively feel-good mark. Kind of foreshadows a lot. Obviously, the director reminds me most of is Alexander Payne. This kind of feels like a direct foreshadow to plenty of Alexander Payne projects throughout the 21st century. I don't know, the color schemes just really evoke just some beautiful whimsy around a very charismatic lead character. I mean, extremely charismatic. I love the performance by Audrey Tautou. It's just a contagious film in its desire to feel happiness with the world outside. You know, sometimes you feel like an outsider, like an insider looking out. It's like sometimes you just kind of need to feel happy whichever perspective you're on in a lot of ways. It's a very down to earth kind of fairy tale and wonderful screenplay. Just I guess it's like an ultimately joyful display of melancholia and how a person can find joy within those depths. And this really resonates perfectly with just having those life perspectives. It's a lot of the early 2000s was kind of waking up, as well as the late 90s, really. And I just feel like this just has all kinds of elements of just, I don't know, like a timeless filmmaking. It's kind of got, again, it's interesting because Jeunet was previously a dystopian director throughout the 90s. I hadn't even seen them, but I've heard he was like making a lot of industrial stuff. And this is a very kind of a turn, which just seems like more universal and just plain all happy, really. Like it's completely different, just feel good, uniquely feel good sort of influence it leaves with the very whimsical perspective on life all throughout. But it's very charming. They're about introverted characters who find just their uplifting ways throughout life. It's so charming that it's just like, man, you almost forget this is even like a romantic sort of film. And it's just, yeah, it's really quirky. It's really like a psychological depth. There's just a lot of it in here. I mean, it just really has a great atmosphere. Amelie's kind of an unhinged sort of free-spirited sort of character all throughout, and she's like kind of got a larger than life sort of personality all throughout in a really cool kind of way. Yeah, and I just love how, and she's like often out kind of living to like kind of just, I guess, just like hoping for and praying for happiness in other people in a lot of ways. And this just kind of shows a character who's just a walking force of doing that, just living for a love for life. And despite the darkest depths of what's around, it's still just kind of getting to your own floaty place of perspectives. It's a little claustrophobic. It's a little like kind of looking at just like unhappy moments and just seeing how a mutual friendship kind of can just bring something of a force that really shines all throughout. And that, yeah, just kind of elevates this to something great. And there's just nothing here that resonates more, really. This is just a completely beautiful project. And I just really appreciate the sense of humor here. Like, it's really funny. It's really funny all throughout. It's just one of my all-time favorite films. I love the pacing. It's really wonderfully paced. It's one of the best stories. Very wonderfully depicted. And it's like a lighthearted romantic fantasy. Like it really is like a head-spinning sort of masterpiece. It really is just a wonderfully unique, original project from start to finish. I strongly recommend it.